Hi everyone, welcome to the next lesson in Module 6, Week 2, where we're reading the biography of Rita Moreno. Today we're looking at the literary elements, specifically characters. The story of Rita Moreno is a biography. Remember that biographies are texts written about the lives and achievements of real people. Biographies are often structured like stories, but are based on facts and careful research. The person that a biography is about is called its subject. The subject receives the same kind of focus a main character in a story would. Authors bring their characters and subjects to life in 5 key ways. So today we're going to look at these 5 key ways and how they relate to what the author of Rita Moreno has done. One of the first ways that an author can bring a character or subject to life is by appearance. They will describe what the character looks like. In a biography, the person is real, so they can specifically describe the real person. Traits is the next quality. What qualities or abilities does the character have? Rita Moreno has some very strong character traits, and that is one of the main reasons that we're reading about her right now. Behaviors is another one. How does the character act around others? How does he or she respond to conflicts or problems? Again, we'll see a lot of this in the story of Rita Moreno. Voice and dialogue. How does the character sound? How does the character speak to others? The author will often use specific quotations from the subject in a biography. Thoughts and emotions. What does the character think and feel? What is the character's internal response to conflicts or problems? So let's look at page 38, and we're going to read together, and then we'll look specifically at some of these different character traits. So as we're reading, we're going to try to keep an eye out and listen for appearance, traits, behaviors, voice and dialogue, thoughts, and emotions. Remember on page 37 at the end, we left off where she had won an Oscar, and she thought that that would change the types of roles that she would be able to play. However, she wasn't offered a serious role for 7 years. So that's where we pick up on page 38, paragraph 7. So she turned to acting on stage and performed in London and New York. It was one place where people of color could reach for the stars and just maybe catch one. Television was another option. The Muppets, the George Lopez Show. In the 70s, she focused her talents on children's shows, appearing on Sesame Street and The Electric Company. Rita's mission was to inspire Hispanic children. When interviewed at the time, she mentioned how alone she had felt as a child because she was different, and she wanted the new generations of children to feel positive about their identities. Rita told the media proudly that she was Latina and knew what it felt like to be different. So let's look at our characters anchor chart and think about, what did we just read about? She responds to conflict or problems where she's not offered a serious role by turning to acting on stage instead. Then she goes into television. She finds a way to make herself known. At the end, it also talks about her thoughts and emotions. It says at the time, she knew how it felt as a child to feel different. And so she really wanted to inspire Hispanic children. At the end, it says, Rita told the media proudly that she was Latina and knew what it felt like to be different. Continuing on. By the end of the 70s, Rita Moreno's dream came true. Measuring 5 feet and 2.5 inches, she became one of the all-time great Puerto Rican entertainers. The only female artist to win the 4 major entertainment awards, an Oscar, a Tony, a Grammy, and 2 Emmys. When her star was unveiled on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Rita fell on it weeping. I had been dreaming of this day since I was 6. Rita Moreno's life and career were not merely lists of outstanding work and dazzling awards in the performing arts. Rita continued to cross boundaries and to break borders, not for herself, but for others, young people in particular. For Latino children and youth, she became a new positive figure, a multi talented, authentic model of creative action. In June of 2004, President George W. Bush awarded Rita Moreno the Presidential Medal of Freedom. She was acknowledged as a great artist and a pioneer in her ability to go beyond the early discriminatory practices of Hollywood. So that is the end of the story of Rita Moreno. Let's look back specifically at paragraph 8. By the end of the 70s, Rita Moreno's dream came true. So, thoughts and emotions, we knew her dream was to be a positive role model. Measuring 5 feet and 2.5 inches, she became one of the all time great Puerto Rican entertainers, the only female artist to win the 4 major entertainment awards: an Oscar, a Tony, a Grammy, and 2 Emmys. When her star was unveiled in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Rita fell on it weeping. I had been dreaming of this day since I was 6. So, looking at that paragraph, what can you infer from the final quotation? What do you think it means? I had been dreaming of this day since I was 6. I think that we can infer that Rita felt that all her courage and hard work had finally paid off. She had overcome many obstacles, but now at last she had her reward. Can you find some words and phrases that give clues to Rita's personality and character? On one of the next slides, you will be asked to add some words and phrases that give a clue to her personality and character.